Hey Conway, I'm Brianna and this is Wtgr News. In school news, welcome back Conway High School. I hope everyone had a very Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and a wonderful break. But now it's time to get back to reality. Attendance school will be available to all students on January 5th. Students who have missed more than 5 unexcused days in any class are required to attend attendance school in order to receive credits. In local and state news, the parents of a Carolina Forest High School teen who was killed in 2009 by an Horry County police officer have reached a settlement that includes a significant cash payment. The Horry County Police Department, Department of Education, and School District will split a cash payment to the Varenses family. Police say in October 2009, 16-year-old Trevor Varenses attacked Officer Marcus Rhodes in his office and stabbed him 7 times with a World War II bayonet he brought to school. Rhodes shot Varenses 5 times, killing him, and it's been said that there's much more to this case. The suit said Officer Rhodes wasn't properly trained, and the school also says that school resource officers now carry pepper spray and tasers as alternative weapons. And in national news, the youngsters who survived the massacre at Sandy Hook Elementary returned to class today for the first time since the shooting rampage, settling in their old familiar desk but in a different school in a different town. Classes resumed for the first time since last month's shooting in Newtown, where a gunman killed 20 first graders and 6 educators. With their original school still being treated as a crime scene, the more than 400 students are attending classes at a refurbished school in the neighboring town of Monroe. Law enforcement officers have been guarding the new school, and the police say that it is the safest school in America. Students found the same chairs and desks when possible, and their classroom walls were painted the same colors and hung with the same pictures. Other details such as the location of bookshelves, cubby holes, were replicated as much as possible. And the gunman killed his mother at the home they shared in Newtown before driving to the school and gunning down students and educators, including the school's principal. He then fatally shot himself as police arrived, and police haven't released his motive yet. Well, Conway, that's all for your news. Over to Club and Guidance, and then Matt with your sports.
Conway High School Club and Guidance announcements. Interact Club. The next Interact Club meeting will be on January 9th from 3:25 to 4 in Miss Myers' room. Honor Societies. Social Studies Honor Society's next meeting will be January 8th. National Honor Society's next meeting will be January 9th. Math Honor Society be January 10th. Trim Honor Society January 14th. English Honor Society January 15th. And Spanish Honor Society's next meeting will be January 21st. Art Honor Society's next meeting is January 22nd. And Future Educators Honor Society will be January 28th. FCA meets every Wednesday morning at 7:45 in Miss Spearman's room, and everyone is welcome. The Beach Ball Classic Scholarship. Deadline to guidance is January 25th. Must be an outstanding athlete in one or more sports. Other criteria include scholastic achievement and character. The scholarship is worth $1,000 for each recipient. That's all for your Club and Guidance announcements.
Hey Conway, I'm Matt here with your sports for today.
You are?
Both South Carolina teams won in nail-biting fashion. The critics and sports announcers rave that Clemson and South Carolina's bowl games are the best so far in this bowl season. South Carolina beat Michigan 33-28 and scored a last-second touchdown with just 11 seconds on the clock to win the game. Great job, guys. Clemson beat LSU, one of the SEC powerhouses, with a last-second field goal. Taj Boyd led his team to a comeback when they were losing by 11 going into the fourth quarter. At one point in time on the final drive, the Tigers were faced with a 4th and 16, while Taj Boyd just calmly dropped back and threw a strike to Nuke Hopkins, who had a Chick-fil-A record with 13 receptions and 191 yards. Chandler Cannizzaro kicked the game-winning field goal, a 37-yard field goal with 2 seconds left in the game, to lift the Tigers to a 25-24 win. Now let's go take a look at your sports scoreboard. Clemson beat LSU 25-24. South Carolina beat Michigan 33-28. Sports lineup: 6 o'clock basketball, varsity girls and boys versus St. James tonight, home. Come out and support the Tigers. 5:30 wrestling JV at Sockers-T. 6 o'clock varsity wrestling at Sockers-T. That's all for your sports today, Conway. Now over to Chelsea with the weather.
Hey there, Conway. I'm Chelsea here with your weather. Today we have a high of 51 and a low of 30. There is a 90% chance of rain and the humidity is around 78%. As you notice, today is cloudy and there will be showers all throughout the day. Tomorrow will be mainly sunny. The highs will reach about 57 and the lows will be around 30. There will be a 0% chance of rain and humidity is expected to be at 62%. Well, Conway, that's all I have for your weather today. Now back to Brianna in the studio.
Thanks for that awesome weather report, Chelsea. Now let's check out some New Year's resolutions.
Hey Conway, I'm Jane. And I'm Alejandra. So Alejandra, how was your New Year's? It was good. Did you make any resolutions? No. Did you? No.
Happy New Year. Time for beginnings and do-overs. These new beginnings and do-overs usually come in the form of resolutions. Some of the most common New Year's resolutions are to increase exercise, to be more conscientious about school and work, to develop better eating habits, or to stop smoking, drinking, or drug use, including caffeine. New Year's resolutions can be easy to make but hard to keep. That may be the reason why some people don't even bother with them. But if you are someone who steps up to the challenge of the new year, then here are our tips to help you succeed. Number 1, let's be real. Make a realistic goal. Your resolution has to be doable. If it's not realistic, then it's not going to happen. That equals failure, and that is not what a new year is about. That takes us to step number 2. Take your goal and make mini goals out of them. For example, if you want to lose 20 pounds, then make it a goal to lose 2 pounds a week. Now that's doable. Step number 3. Don't look backwards at the times you've tried and failed before. There's a reason some people traditionally eat pork on New Year's. Pigs can't look backwards. Not calling anyone pigs, but not dwelling on past failures is a great tip for future success. Step number 4. Get a small cheering section. You don't have to broadcast your resolution to the world. Then everyone will be watching, and that's just plain uncomfortable. Just tell a few close friends. They can cheer you on, but also hold you to the goal you have set for yourself. And finally, step number 5. Make sure to commit to working on your resolution repeatedly every day. Studies have shown it takes an average of 66 days for positive action to become a habit. If you start today, then that takes you to March 9th. After that, the resolution should be on its way to being a habit that you can be proud of.
How about you, Conway? Let's take a look.
New Year's resolution is to gain 50 pounds of pure fat, starting with this sandwich right here.
My New Year's resolution was not to be a slack, as I am now.
My New Year's resolution is to be more like Jess Glasgow.
My New Year's resolution is to sell my house. So if you know anybody looking for one, I'm your man.
My New Year's resolution is to give away more money to charity because I'm a very wealthy man.
New Year's resolution is to be more forgiving and more caring about other people.
I don't think I really did a New Year's resolution, but if I would have done a New Year's resolution, my resolution would have been to be a better mother, friend, and wife.
Well, Conway, that was some great resolutions. I hope you guys succeed. Good luck with that. I'm Alejandra. And I'm Jade. Now back to the studio.
That was an awesome feature, you guys. When I get home, I'm going to take a look at my New Year's resolutions. Well, Conway, that's all we have for you today, so stay classy.